Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see how to execute MySQL database with PHP program using mobile apps. So here, as well as we are going to see how to access the remote database. So remote database access is created exclusively for the requested user. So this is the portal. Through this, we have to create a MySQL database. So here this link will be shared to all the users through their given mail ID. So I'm going to this link and then I'm going inside. So here it will ask, in the previous step it will ask your username and password. So there you may have to specify your username and password so that you will get to access your database account. I have already given, so it's not visible here. So as soon as you give username and password, and you will get to this page, and in this page we are going for a database. First we have to create the database. So I'm going to click on database. So these are the different databases already created. These are the registered user to access the remote database. You kindly go to your database and then you can create it. Okay, for example, my database name is sample DB. So I'm selecting this. So I'm in sample DB database. Okay, how to check this? Here there is an arrow. Just click here. You will get to see which one is selected, right? So my database is sample DB, that is selected now. So again click here, you will come back. Okay, so now I wanted to create a table. Already I have two tables here. But I'll show you how to create the table here. Now I'm going to give the table name. This is a place where you specify the table name. It is structure is selected here. So I'm going to give a table name here. Maybe student table, that is STB I gave, right? And then here I have to specify the number of columns, 2 I gave, and I'm going to click on go. So to create table, under that we have the table name and the number of columns we have. Click on go, and then here it's asking what are the columns, right? So here I'm going to specify register number I want. So register number I gave, and the data type as integer type, and the length I'm going to specify as 6. Okay, then you wanted even the primary key, right? So you can move like this. Click on index and select primary key. It's asking whether you want it. Okay, I said go. Then I'm coming back and I'm giving the second column name, that is name, and then the data type must be varchar. I selected varchar. The size of the column I'm giving as 25. So the rest everything I finished. Okay, so only this much is required for me. So I'm going to click on save. This is same like how you create in a system. Okay, same example I am giving here. So now the table is kept open. So you can see the database name is appearing here, right? Database name is appearing here, sample DB. And then under that I have three tables. This is the one which I created just now, STDB. Okay, STB, yeah, student table. Okay, so if I click on browse, here also you can click on browse. It says that there is no record, right? Select star from tab. It's a query to execute, retrieve all the data, right? So there is no record in this. When I go to structure, I get to see the structure. So now I'm going to use the table which I already created. So I'm going to show you that. Okay, let me go to database. I'm going to select client DB. This is the database I created. So I'm going to choose this database. I wanted to show you here the structure of the database. I want to show you. See, I created the client table with the two columns, that is client number as integer, size as 3, and I told primary key. The key icon is coming, right? So which means that it's a primary key. Then I have next column called name, where I told varchar 25. Okay, varchar 25, that is the size of the column I told, the data type as varchar I told, right? Okay, so this is the table what I'm going to create it. I have already some data. I will show you that data. You can click on browse, and you will get to see client number 1 Ravi is there, client number 2 Kumar is there, client number 5 we have Ravi again, right? Ravi may be repeated because it's not a primary key, it can be repeated, but only the client number cannot be repeated. So 1 2 5 we have. Okay, so now our database is ready. So in the next step we may have to go to the editor and we have to type the code, right? So to do so, your mobile data must be kept on, otherwise the remote database may not work, right? Okay, so now I'm going to the editor. I have the PHP editor, I have, yeah, PHP editor I have. So I'm selecting the PHP editor here. Let it load. Once if PHP editor is there, then we can start typing. Okay, here I have typed and kept the code. You can see my username and password is there, kindly don't use it. Okay, I am going to disable that. So here connection, new MySQLi, same code I have typed, PHP script is typed, connection one variable name I kept, and then using MySQLi connect method I'm going to connect this. Yeah, I supposed to type underscore type, right? Underscore MySQLi underscore connect. Okay, MySQLi underscore connect method I have. Okay, even MySQL also will work. Okay, let's see how it's working. So MySQL underscore connect, and then this here you're supposed to give the local host, that is IP address of your server name. We have to server you have to give. This is the IP address. Everyone must give the same because in this IP address your account is created, and then next username, then the next password, and the database name, right? Database name sample DB, under that I created. You specify your database name here, and then if I'm checking whether the connection is established or not. Okay, if the connection is established, I'm going to say connected successfully. If not, I'm going to say connection failed. That's why it is the if statement says. And then as usual, I'm writing one SQL query to insert the data. I'm writing insert into client DB, then the column names I wrote, values I specified the values like 5. Okay, 5 already is there, so I'm going to change it to 3. I'll give 3. The name also, name let it be Ravi only. I'm not changing anything. So here MySQL query, I'm writing connection and SQL, 2 parameters I'm passing. The query will get execute. If it is inserted successfully, it will say inserted, otherwise it will say not inserted. Let's see what's the problem, like how it's going to execute. So I'm going to the browser. Before going to the browser, what we may have to do, we may have to go to KS web app, and we have to initialize, or we have to start the Apache server and MySQLi server. See, initially it will be like this. Now start KS web pro server, and then you can navigate here. Okay, already Apache is on, so if not, you can go to Apache and you can on it. And we also require MySQL, you have to on it, right? Both you may have to on. Let us come back to the status and see. Yes, light PD also is on, even Apache is on, even MySQL is on. Okay, this is the port number. While executing, you may have to give either you are using light TPD, or you will be using Apache server and MySQL, right? So the local host address you can see 8000 or else 8080. This is what you have to use. So now our XAMPP is kept on. So now we are going to the browser. Okay, let me go to the browser here. Okay, I have come to the browser. I will add one more page here. New tab I'll take. Okay, so here I'm going to type localhost. My program is saved there. Okay, I have not shown you where I saved. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, now I'm going here, right? I'll come back to the editor. Same way we are going to save this. Okay, select save as, give save as. Already I saved, so I'm going to select the same file name I wanted. So client DB is selected, and I'm going to enter. So it's asking whether you wanted to save the changes. Yes, I said. Okay, I gave. Okay, it's saved now. So now I'm going to come back to the browser. Okay, learning phase 1 I saved. So I'm going to enter inside. Here is my programs are there. So I'm going to click on client DB. It says some error, MySQLi connect not found. Okay, for the mobile app it says only MySQLi. You kindly make sure that you are giving the same. Okay, let me give. Okay, MySQLi. Okay, so now again I may have to save this. Save as. Select the same file. Click here and enter. Replace it. Okay, let us go back and then let us try again. Okay, it says here, you can see connected, successfully inserted. Okay, so the data is inserted. Let us verify. Since we don't have here select query, so I'm going to database only directly and I'm going to verify. Okay, so here I'm in the database. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here only we are there. Yes, just now I inserted 3 Ravi, right? So it's appearing. So this is how the MySQL database can be used in mobile apps. So you may have to have the remote database access. This remote database exclusively created for the learners. Okay, now I will show you how you can create a new database. Already I showed you, but still I will show you once again. When I click here, I get these are the different databases, right? Okay, now I will go to structure, right? Okay, here click on this databases. Okay, so here you can go to the database. Okay, click on this database. In case if you feel like creating new, you kindly don't create new, you create it under this only. So I'll just show you how you can create it. Okay, I'll give maybe I wanted to create the database called student DB. Okay, student DB I want to create. So I've created here. Here you select it under collation. Okay, so any other, this all got its own difference. Okay, collation and then start create. Okay, this is how the database also can be created. I hope you understood clearly. Thank you for watching.